According to John Quincy Adams, if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you are a leader. And on that note, I welcome you to Know Your Representative, the program that bridges the visible gap between lawmakers and their constituents. I am Maria Olashende, but first, let's meet my guest, Senator Opeyemi Bamidele, representing Ekiti Central Senatorial District. Distinguished Senator Michael Opeyemi Bamidele. Bamidele was born on July the 29th, 1963 at Ekiti, a town in Ekiti State. He attended Obafemi Awolowo University where he obtained a bachelor's degree in religious studies. In his pursuit for more knowledge, Bamidele later attended the University of Benin where he received a bachelor's degree in law in 1990. Having graduated from the Nigerian Law School, he was called to the bar in 1992. Bamidele proceeded to Franklin Pierce University, where he received a master's degree in law and was called to the New York bar in January 1999. Bamidele is currently a distinguished senator, chairman of the Southern Senators Forum, and chairman Senate Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights and Legal Matters in the 9th National Assembly. He is a lawyer without bother, holding 3 professional licenses to practice in the Federal Republic of Nigeria as a barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court, an attorney and counselor at law of the State of New York, USA, and the Notary Public of the State of New Hampshire, United States of America. In October 2018, he was also sworn in as a Notary Public of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Bamidele launched himself into a full-time legal career, specializing in human rights law and international jurisprudence. In February 2003, Bamidele was appointed into the Lagos State Executive Council as a special advisor on political matters to the then governor of Lagos State. In recognition of his commitment to service and humanity, the former governor of Lagos State, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, appointed Opeyemi Bamidele as the Honorable Commissioner for Youth, Sports and Social Development in July 2003. As the Commissioner for Youth, Sports and Social Development in Lagos State, Bamidele brought his excellent leadership credentials to bear through the execution of laudable projects. This groundbreaking achievement provided a credible justification for the reappointment of Barrister Opeyemi Bamidele as the Commissioner for Information and Strategy by the administration of Mr. Babatunde Raji Fashola, SAN, from June 2007 to February 2011. Given his sterling leadership qualities coupled with his penchant for details and his meticulous approach to burning issues of national pedigree, one could rightly admit that he is yet one of the newly emerging leaders of a new Nigeria. Bamidele epitomizes integrity, and his passion for progressive change is insuppressible. He is indeed a symbol of an upcoming generation of intelligent, result-oriented and dynamic leaders and visionaries. Senator Opeyemi Bamidele is a proud member of the All Progressives Congress and is happily married to Mrs. Oluyemisi Bamidele. Senator Michael Opeyemi Bamidele, popularly known as MOB, is the senator representing Ekiti Central Senatorial District and has over times proven that he is indeed a true son of the soil, also called Omoluabi Bibire Koshefowora by his constituents. MOB is one who not only shares the burden of the people, but always contributes his quota to help his people attain a better reality. Chairman Senate Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights and Legal Matters, Senator Michael Opeyemi Bamidele, on Monday, May the 9th, submitted his expression of interest and nomination forms for All Progressives Congress APC, Ekiti Central Senatorial District, for re-election as Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Senator Bamidele, in a statement issued by his media office in Abuja, pledged to attract more dividends of democracy to the people of Ekiti Central if re-elected as Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He also used the opportunity to thank the leadership of APC in Ekiti State and party members for their continuous support towards his re-election. The task of the leaders is to get their people from where they are to where they've not been.
If you truly want to empower anyone, 2 areas, education and skills.
How do we hold our leaders accountable in the business of lawmaking and representation?
I don't see any lawmaker today that will not do everything within his powers to attract constituency projects.
And how do the people ensure that their constituency projects are executed to the letter?
The constituency project had noble intentions, and they still remain the most veritable tool to deliver development and progress to the people of the country.
There is no federal presence, no federal rule, no federal project in my constituency. I am the federal government in my constituency.
The Constitution itself provided the framework of governance. And what does it say? That the welfare of people shall be the primary responsibility.
I'm a community man. I know the needs of my people. I've been back on so many projects. If anybody is trying to attack you or anyone, it's your people that will protect you.
From the mountaintops to the deepest valleys, we're ready to go the extra mile just to show Nigerians a constituency project, both federal to states and to local government level. Know your representative with Maria, bridging the visible gap. On Tuesday, May the 3rd, 2022, the people of Ekiti Central Senatorial District witnessed and also benefited from the mega empowerment program of Senator Michael Opeyemi Bamidele. Who empowered his constituents with multi-million naira items and equipment to enable them live a better life and earn a good living. The Mega Empowerment Program, which held at the Opeyemi Kayode Stadium at Ekiti, the state's capital, was well attended by dignitaries, party faithfuls, and supporters of MOB.
What I am doing today is part of my own way of trying to give back to the system. And for the record, let me say that this is not the first empowerment program that I am doing. I've made it an annual event in the last 3 years. It's just that this year I am doing it as a mega project. More importantly, beyond also buying tools of trade for my constituents, I felt there was a need to do some basic and fundamental things that will benefit members of public, regardless of your religion or creed, regardless of whether or not you are even a member of a political party. And that was why I decided to identify 5 major areas. Agriculture, which was why I had to get the tractor for the farmers' cooperatives, as well as different agricultural seedlings and equipment, farming equipment. And then in the area of education, we also invested massively in the procurement of laboratory and teaching materials, as well as over 10,000 volumes of books on mathematics and English language for our secondary students, both in the senior secondary school and junior secondary school. But because the students are on holiday, that's why we are trying to separate their own program so that we do it when they resume back from holiday. That's for education. And then in the area of security, I also tried to get, the patrol van for Ekiti State Police Command so that they could concentrate it on my senatorial district as much as possible in the area commands there. And then some other security gadgets for security agencies. And in the area of health, we also felt that was important. It was not enough to buy, Okada and tricycle and, different things without ensuring that our teaching hospital is well equipped, especially the intensive care unit. It's on record that on the 1st of June 2018, I had a gunshot injury and I was rushed to that hospital. They had only one ventilator and it was one they were managing. They managed to put me on that ventilator to be able to perform the surgical operation, without which I couldn't have lasted till the next day. Being flown abroad was because I had been stabilized. If the hospital was not in a place to do the initial operation and stabilize me, it would have been a different story today. So that was why I felt there was a need to also concentrate on that area, especially because of the less privileged. You cannot afford to go anywhere other than here. So we got them 2 ventilators, and that was part of what delayed even this exercise, because we had to order them and it took a while. My hope and prayer is that this makes a positive difference in the life of the beneficiaries, and by God's grace we will do more.
Thank you, Ekiti Central. Let's do it again. I appreciate the senatorial mandate you gave me to represent you in the 9th Assembly. To the glory of God, my achievements in office had justified your trust and belief in my representation. Vote for Senator Michael Opeyemi Bamidele, MOB, Ekiti Central Senatorial District. MOB, marching onward for a better Ekiti Central. Let's do it again! Vote for Senator Michael Opeyemi Bamidele, MOB.
At the empowerment program, Senator Bamidele distributed 26 minibuses, 250 grinding machines, 250 motorcycles, 2 ambulances and 2 ventilators to Ekiti State University Teaching Hospital to ensure access to healthcare services by its constituents.
I want to appreciate the distinguished Senator, Senator MD Bamidele, for this good gesture. A teaching hospital should
$250 hair dryers, 250 sewing machines, 250 wheelchairs, 56 tricycles, Hilux van.
Thank you very much. On behalf of the Inspector General of Police and the Commissioner of Police, Ekiti State, we quite appreciate this go a long way towards enhancing.
tractor, truckload of fertilizers, and many other empowerment items to the constituents.
Ẹnu mi dùn gidigidi lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ because táwọn ènìyàn tán bá ti ń ṣe àwọn olóṣèlú tán bá ti ń ṣe empowerment wọn kì í rántí àwa àgbẹ̀. Ìyẹn gan mú ìdùnnú wá. Lẹ́yìn yẹn ó tún tó ìṣòro wá nípa katakata. Ìyẹn tractor tó fún wa inú wa dùn sí torí a lọ mọ háyà ní l'Ákúrẹ́ l'Ọ̀ṣun tó jẹ́ pé ó jìyà ẹ̀ máa pọ̀ kò jẹ́ ká rí nǹkan ṣiṣẹ́ kò síṣẹ́ tá a dè tún lè ṣe bí ọkọ́ àtàdá ṣùgbọ́n ní tractor tó gbé fún wa ó ṣe nǹkan gidi fún wa ní Èkìtì Central District a dúpẹ́ gidigidi nítorí pé ó tán ìṣòro wa.
Opeyemi Bamidele ọwọ́ yín á máa lọ sókè o ibi tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń lọ Ọlọ́run á gbé yín débẹ̀ ògo ìyìn lẹ jẹ́ ẹ̀ní ṣòkú òjijì agbára Ọlọ́run.
He also gave bursary of 50,000 naira each to over 100 students in tertiary institutions across Ekiti Central Senatorial District to support their education. Financial empowerment of 50,000 naira for over 58 physically challenged persons across the senatorial district. In Ado-Ekiti, he gave financial empowerment of 25,000 naira each for over 52 widows and the elderly. In Efon, he gave 25,000 naira for 40 widows and the elderly. In Irekpodu, he also gave financial empowerment of 25,000 naira to 44 widows and the elderly. In Ekiti West, he also gave financial empowerment of 25,000 naira each to 44 widows and the elderly. Also in Ijero, he also gave financial empowerment of 25,000 naira each to 48 widows and the elderly.
Senator Michael Opeyemi Bamidele wọ́n fi sí ọ̀rọ̀ òṣèlú nìkan wọ́n lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ àkàndá ènìyàn wọ́n lọ sọ́dọ̀ àwọn aráàlú tó fìbọn yàn wọ́n gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n fi kíní ìsísà sọ nípa ipò tó ń bọ̀ kí àwọn èèyàn mo believe pé ní èròǹgbà tèmi àbí èrò àwọn èèyàn tó kù wọ́n máa dìbò fún wọn sá torí wọ́n jẹ́ kí wọ́n fi ẹ̀rín sínú ayé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ènìyàn ẹ wo àwọn pọ̀ ẹ wo àwọn ọmọléèwé tí wọ́n fún ní owó ìwé lọ́bìlẹ́bí ẹni so by this mo ní ìgbàgbọ́ pé ohun tí wọ́n ṣe yẹ jẹ́ kí orí àwọn ènìyàn yá wọ́n á lè dìbò fún wọn ní ìtòbọ̀sà.
By the grace of God, MOB, may God Almighty regard his prayer if we go to the next level. Lágbára Ọlọ́run wọ́n máa wọlé o ibi gíga láàyè wọn Ọlọ́run dá wọn sí o inú wa dùn I appreciate ẹ.
Inú mi dùn gan torí látọjọ́ tí mo ti ń ṣòṣèlú mi ò tí ì rírú eléyìí rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí obìnrin mi ò tí ì rírú ẹ̀ rí ó mú kínú mi dùn mo dẹ̀ wá gbàdúrà fún Michael Opeyemi Bamidele pé Ọlọ́run á túbọ̀ máa bá mi gbé sókè kò ní ṣubú ara kò ní ṣubú ẹ̀mí ibi gíga lọ́lọ́run á máa bá mi gbé lọ mo ní ọmọ òun ló wà lọ́dọ̀ mi òun lá máa lò ó ká lè máa fún mi lówó oúnjẹ láti inú ẹ̀ tèmi náà ẹlẹ́dàá mi àti tàwọn ọmọ mi á wá máa ṣàdúrà fún Opeyemi níbi tó wà pé á túbọ̀ máa gòkè sí ẹ bá wa kí gan wọ́n ṣe é o.
If you look at this kind of program, you will see that he's doing his best to make sure that the people he's representing over there will benefit and will not have a regret that they choose someone like him. So this is the third one he's doing.
A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ pé wọ́n ṣe pé Ọlọ́run máa jẹ́ kó wọn kó ròkè o wọn ní ṣubú o níbo tó bọ̀ wìtìwìtì là á dìbò fún wọn o á dára fún wọn. Thank you.
Ó mọ gbogbo program tó yẹ kó ṣe ó dẹ̀ máa ń ṣe àríkọ́ṣe ẹ̀lẹ́ gbogbo àwọn yòókù máa ń ṣe abẹ́ẹ̀gẹ́ mi so due to that inú mi dùn sí abẹ́ẹ̀gẹ́ mi àrà ló tó dà yìí kò tí ì sẹ́ni tó ṣerú eléyìí báyìí gbogbo wọn máa ń jọ ilé abẹ́lẹ̀ ní àbí méjì mẹ́ta wọn ni wọ́n ṣe kínní ṣùgbọ́n òun máa ṣe tiẹ̀ ó wà transparent abẹ́ẹ̀gẹ́ mi àwọn yòókù máa ṣàwòkọ́ṣe ẹni àdúrà tí mo gbà ní pé Ọlọ́run tó bá mi gbé dépò gíga ojú òní tì í ọ̀tá òní rí gbé ṣe àríyọ̀ náà ni gbogbo ayé máa yọ̀ fún ipò gíga Ọlọ́run tó bá mi gbé ju ipò tó lépa ẹ̀ gan Ọlọ́run bá mi gbé dépò gíga tó jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. kó bá ṣe lọ èso olóṣèlú tó dáa ni tó dẹ̀ mẹ̀tọ́ tó mọ̀ ó ní program tó dáa.
Speaking on Senator Bamidele's re-election bid to the Senate, the chairman of the occasion and Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Otumba Niyi Adebayo, commended Opeyemi Bamidele for this mega empowerment program and asked the people to do the needful for him when the time comes.
Mo kí àwọn tó máa pín ẹ̀bùn yìí fún gbogbo wa la ṣiṣẹ́ fún sẹ́nitọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n kò ṣeé ṣe pé gbogbo wa ló lè fún lẹ́bùn. Èyí tí ẹ fẹ́ gba ẹ̀bùn yìí aṣojú wa ẹ̀yìn ṣe lọ́dọ̀ sẹ́nitọ̀ nítorí náà gbogbo wa la ní ẹ̀bùn yìí. Èyí ṣe pé wọ́n gbé fún yín tán ẹ̀tọ́ pé ìwọ̀n ló gbé fún bẹ́ẹ̀ kan lórí o gbogbo wa náà lọ gbé fún lágbára náà bó ṣe ṣe léyìí àtúnṣe ilé ìtújú báyìí.
Massive empowerment. This is unprecedented in Ekiti generally, not to talk of a senatorial district. Àdíró eléyìí sọ pé àdíró eléyìí ó mú kó lè ṣíjú eléyìí lọ kábà fún ní support, and I'm appealing and begging the people that I can assure them that we do more. Like he promised that the next empowerment will be more than this. When he was in House of Rep, he did empowerment. While now as a senator, he is doing and he will still do more.
He's a great leader. He's a leader before leader. I've been hearing about MOB before I become a king, because I was in State Lagos when MOB was declaring that he wanted to contend for Senate. That was 2007. We went together at Adilosu, Party Secretariat, when he distributed like six Oman bombs then.
When you look at what he has done so far, empowerment to different local governments, solar, electricity, boreholes, donation of buildings here and there. To me, I commend him for what he has done. And especially for the one he intends to do today. He has spoken that all these items will get to the beneficiaries.
Without any iota of doubt, the people of Ekiti Central Senatorial District attest to the fact that MOB's election into the 9th Senate has brought about a remarkable harvest of dividends of democracy to them, such as the empowerment of over 5,000 constituents, including artisans, youth, women, and the physically challenged. Sponsorship of numerous motions and bills, including the bill for the establishment of the Federal University of Medical and Environmental Sciences in Ekiti, the construction of a mega digital library in Ado-Ekiti, the distribution and installation of over 50 transformers at different locations within Ekiti Central, provision of over 40 motorized boreholes, the installation of solar-powered street lights across the 5 local government areas in Ekiti Central Senatorial District, securing of employment to over 80 youth job applicants and over 300 NPower graduate applicants, the provision of palliatives during the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as the distribution of Eid al-Fitr and Christmas gifts during the Yuletide respectively, to mention just a few of them. Bamidele, who pledged to bring more dividends of democracy to the good people of Ekiti Central Senatorial District, used the opportunity to seek for their continued support, encouragement, and prayers to enable him do more and to further raise the bar in legislative representation and infrastructural and community development in Ekiti Central Senatorial District and beyond. His constituents say they are endorsing him for a second term to represent them in the 10th Senate because his exploits remain unprecedented, as his tenure has opened a new door of hope for the people of Ekiti Central Senatorial District. With his vision and drive, they believe that the future is indeed bright for the people of Ekiti Central Senatorial District.
ẹ̀yin ènìyàn rere Èkìtì Central Senatorial District bẹ̀ẹ̀ láti Adó Èkìtì Ìrẹ́pọ̀dùn Ìfẹ́lódùn Ìjẹ̀rò Ẹ̀fọ̀n àti Èkìtì West lójúnà àti láǹfààní ní sísúnmọ́ra ẹni pẹ́kípẹ́kí sẹ́nẹ́tọ̀ Michael Opeyemi Bamidele MOB kíkálukú lè rọ́nà láti bá sẹ́nẹ́tọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn èèyàn wa tó jẹ́ okun kòótọ́ àti aṣojú tí yóò jẹ́ kérò gba yín ọ̀hún ohun tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ káàkiri constituency yín ó dọ́dọ̀ sẹ́nẹ́tọ̀ lásìkò tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ kó lè di ṣíṣe lẹ́yẹ ọ̀sọ́kà ẹ lè kàn sí Honourable Tóyè Àgbájé níjẹ̀rò local government lórí nọ́mbà yìí 080-31-85-96-36 Èkìtì West Máyọ̀wá Òjó 070-38-20-54-84 Tèmítáyọ̀ Adétọ́nà Ìrẹ́pọ̀dùn Ìfẹ́lódùn 081-32-62-02-27 Adó local government Honourable Gbẹ̀ngà Bánjí 081-35-49-77-74 ìrọ̀rùn eku ni ìrọ̀rùn ẹyẹ ní Yorùbá ń wí ẹ̀yin alátìlẹyìn wa ló jẹ́ ká máa dùn ìrọ̀rùn yín la lọ ṣojú ó ti di dandan kó tẹ̀yìn lọ́wọ́ ìjẹ́ sẹ́nitọ̀ Michael Opeyemi Bamidele MOB lóní èrò sinidé gbọ̀ngàn dẹ̀yìn ẹni sinidé kiri ńlomi yẹni.